Have you ever wondered about Africa?
Yeah, big place. 54 different countries?
Seriously? That's a lot of countries.
Hey, why don't we take our listeners on a journey? On a cultural journey with food, and stories and wonderful tales about Africa the beautiful.
And not forgetting about the music, because it's all about the music. So join me, Thamina Masama, for Africa the Beautiful, Wednesday mornings 8 to 9, live online at www.6eva.com.au or here on 6EVA 95.3 FM World Radio.
Help me, the old man begged. My neighbour has stolen from me.
The paramount chief gladly listened, for it pleased him that others recognised his wisdom.
What exactly is the problem?
Questioned the chief.
My neighbour stole my goats. I am a poor man, too poor to replace them.
And what do you have to say?
The chief asked the man's neighbour. I do not know what he is talking about. I have many goats, but none of them belong to this man. This would not be an easy problem to settle. The paramount chief would have to rely on his wisdom, and it was the kind of problem he enjoyed the most.
I have a test for you, and whoever passes the test will own the goats. Go home until you can answer this for me. I want to know what is the fastest thing in the world. Do not return until you have my answer.
The two men left shaking their heads. Who could answer that question? The old man repeated the question to his daughter, Zia, for she was as beautiful as she was wise, and right away she whispered the answer that would please the chief. The old man returned to the chief the following morning, and the chief was surprised.
You already have an answer for my question?
Yes, it was not difficult.
And what is the fastest thing in the world?
Time. We never have enough of it. It always goes too fast, and there is never enough time to do all that we want to do.
The answer amazed the paramount chief. He wasn't sure if he himself could have answered the question as well.
Who helped you? Who gave you those words?
They are my own words and my own thoughts. There is no one else who helped me.
If you are not telling the truth, I will punish you.
The old man was too afraid to continue the lie.
It was my daughter, Zia, who gave me the words. She is a very wise woman.
She must be. I would like to meet this woman.
Not long after that, the old man presented his daughter Zia to the paramount chief. If the chief was amazed with her wisdom, he was captivated by her beauty.
You are indeed a wise and lovely woman. I would be honored to have you as my wife. Will you marry me? The honor is mine.
Although the chief was pleased, he was also concerned about having such a wise wife. He did not want her to interfere with the problems brought before him, and he did not want to share this honor with anyone, not even his wife.
Everything in my house is yours. I only have one rule for you. You must never involve yourself with the problems brought before me. This is your only warning. If you break this rule, I will send you from my house.
The chief's new wife only smiled at his command. Things went well for quite some time. The paramount chief continued to hear people's problems while Zia kept herself busy without becoming involved. Usually, she agreed with his decisions. One day, however, the chief gave one of his puzzles to two boys who argued over a sheep. Zia knew she shouldn't help the boy who really owned the sheep, but he was so upset, and she finally asked him to explain his problem. The chief asked for the impossible. He gave us an egg and said that whoever could hatch the egg by tomorrow would own the sheep. Zia knew she shouldn't help, but the solution was so obvious.
Take some rice to the chief. Tell him to plant it today, so that in the morning you will have rice to feed your chicken. He will know that it is as impossible to grow rice in one day as it is to hatch an egg that quickly.
The boy ran to the chief with the rice. He said exactly the words he was told.
Who told you this? Who gave you the rice? These words are too wise for one so young.
They are my own words, my own thoughts. There is no one else who helped me.
If you are not speaking the truth, I will punish you.
It was Zia! It was Zia! She knew you'd understand the wisdom. The chief, furious his wife had broken his only rule, called her before him and scolded.
Didn't you know that all I have is yours? You have broken the only rule I have for you. Now go back to your father's home. Before I go, can I fix you a final meal? Then I will take what is mine and go. Yes, make whatever you want and take whatever you want. Just be sure that you do not remain here tonight.
Zia prepared the chief's favourite meal. She served it with a generous amount of palm wine. Before the meal was finished, the chief became very drunk and quietly fell asleep. Zia's plans worked exactly as she had hoped. With her family's help, she carried the paramount chief to her father's home. They placed him on a bed and he slept soundly through the night. In the morning, the chief's voice boomed throughout the house.
Where am I? What am I doing here?
Zia entered the room and grinned.
You said I could take whatever I wanted from the house. I wanted you, so I took you. You are certainly a wise woman. Come, return with me to our home. Only a fool would send away such a woman. And you, my chief, are no fool.